Hey, Room 230, we're going to do some reading together today. And last time I read you this book, Iris and Walter. Do you remember what the problem was in this book? That's right, Iris moved from the city to the country. And she wasn't happy about it. She was very sad, actually. And do you remember why she was so sad? Yeah, her problem was that she was lonely. She didn't have anyone to play with. Her parents tried to cheer her up, but it just didn't work. What was the solution to her problem? Yes, Grandpa took her for a walk, and they discovered a tree with a ladder. And what was at the top of the ladder? Walter. Yeah, so Walter and Iris became good friends, and they spend a lot of time together playing and talking about what life was like in the city and what life is like in the country. So we're going to read another Iris and Walter book today. Today we're going to be thinking about this. I can describe how a character in a story responds to events and challenges. I can describe how a character in a story responds to events and challenges. It's just a fancy way of saying I can talk about what a character does or how a character feels because of what's happening to him or her in a story. So today I'm going to read Iris and Walter and Baby Rose. Do you think there's going to be a problem in this book like there was in the other one? Why do you think that? What are you noticing about the cover? Look carefully at that cover. What are you noticing? I see a baby crying, yeah. And I see Walter smiling, and I see Iris looking really angry. Her eyebrows are going down, and she doesn't look happy. It seems to me like there's going to be some sort of problem. So now I'm feeling pretty curious. Why is Iris so angry, and whose baby is this? Not sure. Let's open up and take a look at the table of contents. Iris's Big News is the first chapter. Chapter 2 is Baby Rose. Chapter 3 is Iris's Day Away. And chapter 4 is Baby Rose's Big Sister. I feel like there's some clues in here. Iris's Big News, and then this last one, Baby Rose's Big Sister, kind of makes me think that Iris is maybe the big sister to Baby Rose. What do you think? All right, well, let's read it and see how Iris responds to the things that are happening in this book. I'm going to angle the camera down here so you can see it. Turn it so you can see it. Okay, chapter 1, Iris's Big News. One autumn day, Iris's mother said, "Iris, my love, I have some news to tell you. I'm going to have a baby." "Really?" asked Iris. "Really," said her father. "You're going to be a big sister." "Wow," said Iris. "Wait till I tell Walter." "Walter, Walter, I'm going to be a big sister," Iris shouted. "Boy," said Walter, "you're lucky." "We both are," said Iris. "It's going to be so much fun. We'll get to push the baby in a carriage. We'll feed it a bottle. It will be just like playing with a doll." "Gosh," said Walter. How is Iris feeling about having a baby sister? What is she looking forward to doing? Will you stop and think about that for a moment? If you're sitting with someone watching this video, will you turn and tell them how Iris is feeling about having a baby sister, and what is it that she's looking forward to doing? Go ahead and turn and talk. I hear a lot of you saying that Iris is feeling excited about having a baby sister and that she wants to push the baby in a carriage and feed it a bottle. It's going to be like playing with a doll. Winter came and Iris and Walter went sledding. They rode rain down quiet, snowy paths. Some nights, Grandpa took them skating under a winter moon. Remember, Rain is their horse. At home, Iris's parents were busy getting ready for the new baby. "When is that baby coming?" asked Iris. "In the spring, my Iris," said Iris's mother. "When everything is green, my Iris," said Iris's father. Outside, the snow was falling and falling. Iris thought spring would never come, but it did. So how is Iris feeling now? Turn and tell the person that you're with. I'm hearing all of you say that Iris is feeling ready for the baby to come. She's starting to feel, here's a fancy word for it, impatient. Impatient means when it's really hard to wait. So Iris is feeling impatient. She wants the baby to hurry up and come. Chapter 2, Baby Rose. One spring day, when the wild roses were in bloom, Baby Rose was born. "Hooray," said Iris's father. "At last," said Iris's mother. "How wonderful," said Grandpa. "Oh, she looks just like a little doll," said Iris. But Baby Rose did not act like a little doll. Baby Rose was very, very, very fussy. Fussy means when babies cry a lot. Maybe some of you have a baby brother or sister at home and you know that babies do cry a lot. "Baby Rose is no fun," said Iris. "She will be, my Iris," said Iris's mother. "Give her time, my Iris," said Iris's father. Baby Rose began to wail and wail and wail. This word wail means crying really, really loud. Iris covered her ears. Why does Iris say Baby Rose is no fun? Yeah, I think you're right. I think that Iris doesn't like that Baby Rose cries too much. The next day, Walter came over after school. "How is Baby Rose?" he asked. "Horrible," said Iris. "Cry, cry, cry. That's all she does." "I think she's cute," said Walter. Just then, Baby Rose opened her eyes. Then she opened her mouth. "Gosh, you're not kidding," said Walter. "I didn't know babies could be so loud." "Baby Rose hurts my ears," said Iris. I have an idea," said Walter. "I'll be right back." It sounds like Walter might have a solution. What do you think it is? The problem is that Baby Rose's crying hurts their ears, and Walter is going to go get something. What do you think he might be getting? Will you turn and tell the person you're with what you think Walter is going to do? All right, let's find out. Walter was back in no time. "Here, Iris, try these earmuffs," he said. Iris put on Walter's earmuffs. They felt warm and soft and fluffy. Earmuffs are what you wear to cover up your ears when it's cold. I know that some of you have earmuffs. I think I've seen Tiffany wear earmuffs at school. And it's a lot like our noise-canceling headphones that we have in the classroom. When things are too loud, you can wear them and it helps block out the noise. Now Baby Rose sounded far, far away. "Wow, these earmuffs are terrific," said Iris. "I'm never taking them off." "Good idea," said Walter. Chapter 3, Iris's Day Away. There was no getting around it. Baby Rose was a fusspot. Day after day, night after night, Baby Rose cried and fussed. "Poor Baby Rose," said Iris's mother, rocking her in her arms. "Poor little Rosie," said Iris's father, patting her on the back. I wonder what Iris is thinking right now. Look at her face. But Iris was fed up. Baby Rose is a crabby cake. I don't want to be her big sister, she shouted. Baby Rose cried harder. Stop yelling, Iris, said Iris's mother. That's way too loud, said Iris's father. But Iris didn't care. She stomped outside and slammed the door. Now, what's all the fuss about? Asked Grandpa. I'm not fussy. She's the fuss pot, said Iris. Iris, do you know what you need? Asked Grandpa. A new sister? Asked Iris. A day away, said Grandpa. Will it be fun? Asked Iris. Oh, yes, said Grandpa. Lots and lots and lots of fun. So what is Iris's problem now? And what is Grandpa's solution? Will you tell the person you're with? Yeah, Iris is fed up. That's what she said. That fed up means she's just tired of all of it. And she's feeling like Baby Rose is getting all of the attention and she's mad about it. So what is Grandpa's solution? To go and have a fun day. That's right. And Grandpa was right. Iris and Grandpa spun round and round on the Ferris wheel. They rode the roller coaster once with their eyes open and once with their eyes closed. They threw darts. They won silly prizes. They had lots and lots and lots of fun. By the time Iris and Grandpa got home, the stars were out and Baby Rose was fast asleep. Come here, my Iris, said Iris's mother. We've missed you, my Iris, said Iris's father. Iris curled up between her mother and father. Her parents read her favorite books. They told her favorite stories. They sang her favorite songs. Iris was warm and cozy in her parents' arms, and soon she fell fast asleep, at least for a little while. How is Iris feeling now? Yeah, Iris is feeling happy now. She got to spend a fun day with her grandpa, and now she's spending time with her mom and dad. I think maybe Iris was missing spending time with her mom and dad. Chapter 4, Baby Rose's Big Sister. Little by little, Baby Rose began to change. She fussed less and less. She ate more and more. She smiled a lot, especially at Iris. And before Iris knew it, she didn't need to wear Walter's earmuffs anymore. One autumn day, Iris's mother said, Iris, my love, why don't you take Baby Rose for a walk? What if she starts crying? Asked Iris. Give her a bottle, said Iris's mother. Pat her back, said Iris's father. Sing her a song, said Grandpa. Do you want to go for a walk, Baby Rose? Asked Iris, and Baby Rose gave Iris a big smile. So off they went. This is fun, said Iris. But halfway down the road, Baby Rose began to cry. Help, said Iris. What do I do? Baby Rose reached for her big sister. Iris picked her up. Baby Rose was soft and warm. Her head smelled sweet. It's okay, Rosie. I'm here, said Iris. Iris gave Baby Rose a bottle and patted her back and sang her a song. And by the time they got to Walter's house, Baby Rose was all smiles. Hey, Walter, called Iris. Come play with Baby Rose. It's fun being a big sister. And it was. At least some of the time. Baby Rose is pulling Iris's hair. So, how did Iris change in this story? What was she like at the beginning of the story? And then what was she like in the middle of the story? And now, what is she like at the end of the story? Will you turn and tell the person you're with how Iris has changed in this story? I hear a lot of you saying that in the beginning of the story, Iris was excited about having a baby sister. She was looking forward to pushing the baby in a carriage and feeding in a bottle and playing with it like it was a doll. But then in the middle, Iris wasn't having very much fun anymore. Iris was angry that the baby cried so much, and she was angry that she wasn't getting any attention. So she changed, didn't she, from the beginning to the middle? And then now, how is she feeling at the end? How did she change at the end? Yeah, that's right. Iris has learned that Baby Rose can be a lot of fun, and she's learning how to take care of Baby Rose. All right, well, that was a fun story. Thank you for reading it with me. We're going to talk about IXL for a quick moment, because on IXL, there is a place where you can practice your reading. And I want you to see the special questions that I got ready for you on IXL. So let me log on to my computer. And I'm going to show you how to do this. Let's see if I can get this situated so that you can see. There. Okay. So here we are on the sign in page, and I'm going to sign in as Carrie. And if you're under this tab right here that says learning, right here there's this big word. It says recommendations. And I want you to click on that. Here it is again, recommendations. These are the problems that IXL thinks that you should be working on. And then up here, this is what I want you to find, is this little kind of orangish yellowish star. And it says 15 skills suggested by your teacher. I want you to find this and click on it. And then there is a whole bunch of things here that I have said that I want you to do. Some of them are math and some of them are reading. Do you know how to tell the difference? The math ones have this 3D pyramid on it, and the reading one has a book. So there are, let's see. Let's scroll down a little bit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 things here. Oh, wait. Oops. No, not 8 things for reading. Okay, this might be a little bit confusing because I'm noticing that the reading and the writing ones both have books on them. These here, analyze stories using linking words to complete a passage. Oh, no, it's just analyze stories. Sorry, the rest of this is for writing. So analyze stories, level D. This is what I want you working on to practice thinking about characters and how they respond to events in a book. The rest of this, all the rest of these, is for writing. So we'll get to those later. But what I want you to remember, and then of course there's the math ones too, is that when you log on to IXL, you can click on recommendations and then click on the orange star, and it's going to show you the work that I want you to do. Okay, and speaking of, I also want you reading for 30 minutes every day. And you can read using a book or you can read using Raz Kids. And I want to give a shout out to Elijah and Osman. Elijah has read 2,990 minutes on Raz Kids. That's a long time. Osman almost tied with Elijah. Osman has 2,900 minutes. He only needs, if he read for 90 more minutes, he would be tied with Elijah. So both Elijah and Osman are doing awesome reading every day, and I want everyone to be doing that. So everybody can be logging onto Raz Kids, or if you're reading a book, you can let me know what book you're reading and tell me how much time you're spending each day reading. You can always text me or email me and I'm happy to respond to you right away. All right, until next time, see you later. Bye-bye.